and welcome to the Garden Diaries part 3. Or I really should iron this shirt. Okay, anyway, as you know, we've been spending the 2 past months building a new vegetable garden. I have mentioned it in the 2 other parts of this Garden Diaries series. Long story short, we wanted to build a vegetable garden in an area that we didn't really use in the garden, but we had some issues with some Oldenburg bugs, and the larva is eating the roots of the lawn. We checked with different gardeners, and the advice that kept coming to us was that the best thing to do was to dig up the entire area to remove the larva instead of using any chemicals, and that was also something that we really wanted to avoid. So we dug up the entire area, we covered it up and built a vegetable garden there. My initial plan was to show you everything from the beginning till the end in this video, but I'm still not finished with the final touches. I still want to add some gravel there and just change the aesthetics a little bit. But now it's June, and as you know, I've been planting a lot in the upstairs bathroom under growth light this year. So a lot of the vegetables needed to get out, and I needed to just start to add plant beds to the area and get them ready, get the vegetables out. And now I filled up all the plant beds, and that's what I wanted to show you in this video. So without further ado, here's everything that we planted in our new vegetable garden. So I have prepared this plant bed, and now I'm gonna plant my strawberries that I bought yesterday. I read that ideally you're supposed to plant them in October, but here it's a lot of snow in October, but it was supposed to help them prepare for winter. So if you plant them now during spring, they might not give strawberries the first year, but that's common. So yeah, gonna plant them now anyway. I don't have a cameraman. Wait, this was not a good camera. Oi! What the fuck am I doing? Okay, I'm to plant the strawberries. It's something about touching soil. I just have a feeling that the roots will be hell to get to divide. I am right. Okay, so the trick I have heard is to just make them very wet and try as best as I can. Okay, that worked. This was absolute hell to divide. I didn't know how close together they could be. It looks absolute shit, but I hope I will get some kale. Now I'm getting impatient. I haven't sit down after work, so I'm gonna call it a day. But I'm happy about everything. Just gonna tidy up. 4 is ready. Have a lot more to go. But took 2 yesterday, 2 today. I think that's kind of the thing. And maybe I'll spend just the next days collecting some garden waste before buying more soil, because even though I found a lot of garden waste, it was still like 150 liters of soil in that one, so I definitely need more. But yeah, started. Oh my god, you can hear the birds. So today is the day that I'm planting potatoes. So out of breath because I have to go back and forth and fill the plant beds, and now it's starting to get to the point where everything is kind of messy because I have collected a lot of those. Now I'm running out of them because I'm putting them double. So I'm creating a mess here. My fiance and I was fighting so much, like we had a big discussion while arranging them, and now I'm messing everything up again because I need the double ones. So I'm moving things around. I am getting more this week, but yeah, I'm moving things around, and then I'm going down here cutting trees basically, and just collecting lots of sticks and garden waste in order to finally get to plant the potatoes. I'm gonna put you there and then start the process of collecting.
Listen for me in a violin. Listen for me when the knife is turning. Listen for me when the world is burning. Babe, would you listen for me? Listen for me in a crowded street.
Now that it's pretty full, I can add soil and compost. This always takes maybe a couple of hours from I start collecting and adding things to the plant bed till I'm finished planting, because I'm collecting as I go, since I just don't want to have it all around when there's so much wind now. But yeah, I should really just start to collect more in advance, because it takes a lot of time and it's pretty heavy work alone. And now it's time to go back and forth to get soil and compost before finally starting to bed. So got my wheelbarrow. Let's go.
Listen for me when you're at your peak. Babe, would you listen for me?
Okay, I'm very hot, but the bed is ready, and I have never planted potatoes in a plant bed before, and I've never done it without my grandpa. I have only set potatoes on my grandparents' farm with my grandpa every year, but this year we couldn't make it together because of our schedules. So my grandparents came today with some leftover potatoes from their potato field. When we do it at their farm, we do it on a huge area, 2 places with all the tool, and I really love the tradition of doing that together. And as I said, I never done it myself before. I couldn't find potatoes for the life of me, so they gave me some leftover potatoes, and I'm going to set them here. I have 12 potatoes. I need to plan a little bit. I'm thinking maybe something like this. And then my grandpa has taught me that you do something like that. You just do that. But I can't remember for the life of me if he does it on the soil or on the potato. So maybe I'm screwing up now. Try to call him, but you know, grandpas. I hope that this is correct. I hope that it's good. I also have some extra of this. I'm going to put it on my cauliflower as well, just around it. Just a little bit. And I need to water, of course. Okay, so the potatoes are set. I had to call my grandpa and ask him, and this was how he also does it. He suggested maybe putting 2 rows with 6 in each, but I took 3 rows with 4 in each, so I hope that's okay. It's starting to fill up now. I'm very happy about it. It's only, you can see there, it's a little crooked because of that area, and you can see here it's going in like that, so even if we measured here, it wouldn't be completely the same distance or completely straight. So these two, I'm not sure if I'm going to have them there at all. Maybe one long, or maybe one long this way, because my dad has 2 long of those, so maybe putting one there, and here I want to have it open because I want to have a greenhouse here one day. Big ambitions, I know, but yeah, it looks kind of messy, but it's starting to come together. And then, as I mentioned, that I could have it like that, I remember that I just removed 1 row here because I didn't have enough to double those. So yeah, definitely 1 row here, one way or another, maybe one in the front, I'm not sure, but at least all of these are full. So now I have to get more before getting the leek out, and that's the last thing actually. And I would like to have maybe 1 for more salad and beets and things like that. But yeah, to just show per now, I have kale, cauliflower and broccoli. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's rutabaga, something like that. I have that here, no, not here, here in those 2, then broccoli in those 2, cauliflower that I started inside myself, then the kale, potatoes, strawberries, and here is just a mixture of some of the things that I started inside that almost died, and they are dying here as well. Here was some onion, there was a couple of things, celery. So yeah, not everything is going well, but I hope I can get some vegetables out of this. Okay, so this is the first time ever planting red currants. I think it will be nice to have some berry bushes here, and then the greenhouse, gravel, and a table and something like that. So today I'm planting leek. I don't know anything about leek other than I use it a lot, so I wanted to plant it myself. There is quite many in here. It's not that thick yet, so I don't know if I should plant them out yet. I heard that you maybe should wait till they're a little thicker, while others said that it's okay like this, since this is how you buy it in the garden center. But yeah, I'm not sure. This is a tricky one to to get because I tried undergrowth light inside very early, but I didn't succeed. So now I tried just a few weeks ago in the kitchen by the window. So I'm just gonna try and see and hope for the best. I have a lot of soil in this bed because it needed a lot of space for the roots. So hopefully it will be okay. Just gonna place you there since I don't have a cameraman. And I wanted to document everything that I'm planting. I don't know if I should separate them. Oh, pretty long roots. Or if I should just separate them later. I can try. Oh, okay. There's a lot of mosquitoes now. I don't know how much space they need. I can already tell I probably made a mistake by making it so, putting them so dense. But I just have to see if something happens. Maybe I can take some of them away later. These are very close together. Some of them I divided, some of them I didn't. Like there, and I can do it later. I've read, but that's okay. So this is a very try and fail and hopefully succeed, because I have never done most of these vegetables before. A lot of root vegetables, never done them. The only root vegetable I've ever done before is carrots, so and potatoes at my grandpa's. So I'm gonna learn a lot this year. Hopefully I get something out of it. I wanted to fill that up a little more than the other ones because, as you can tell, it has sunk down, especially some of them, probably because of the garden waste that I had in the bottom. This is extreme. So it's already starting to degrade. I don't know if it has enough space for the roots. I hope so. I hope something will happen. So for next year I really need to have more soil, but I tried not to buy too much soil and just to use a lot of garden waste. But yeah, some of them are more compact because of grass, but this one is not, so that is probably a mistake. Just have to see and learn and grow for next year. So I know that if you plant leek too close together, it's more likely that they can get disease. They can get a lot longer and thin and maybe not get enough nutrition and light. But I had so many and I just had that one available. So now, since this is the first time I'm planting root vegetables, I know now how much space they need. I know that if I'm going to have that many, I need a lot more space available. So this is just a learning process for me. If you watch this and you're thinking like, why is she doing that? It's because I don't know anything. This is my first year. So this year I'm going in very naive and blind and just trying to do a lot of things at once, which is something I already know for next year is not the smartest. And I will know now what I get, how much I get, and I will take all these lessons with me for next year. So I'm just happy to learn and try new things, and I went a little overboard, but hey, that's typical beginners, you know? So I just think it's a lot of fun. I also want some of the tomatoes out in one of the plant beds, and I have to try to give a lot away because it's just too much to take care of. I have cucumbers and zucchinis, and here I also have cucumbers. So yeah, I'm behaving like a freaking farmer. So next year I'm not gonna go that big. I'm saying that, I said it this year as well, but suddenly I was building an entire vegetable garden and I went bigger than ever. So next year probably even bigger. building the last 2 beds. Now just filling them up. The bed ready, just had to cut the lawn and tidy up in our hill to our entryway. But now I'm going to plant the tomatoes. I have so many tomatoes, so I decided instead of repotting so many times, I'm just gonna fill a plant bed with as many as possible basically. And then I'm not gonna get away with repotting in buckets. Then I have one left that I have started to fill up, as you can tell. And that's just going to be, it should be tomatoes as well, but I think it's just going to be lots of things that can grow a little faster, like turnips, maybe some green kale, things like that in that one. But first, the tomatoes. I can just fit my butt when I sit like that.
Rivers dreaming of a bed from a window in the mighty clouds up high. I can touch a stream of gold above, breaking through with hope of light and love, giving peace of mind to those of us who try.
Just have to tidy them up a little better, of course. But that's the tomatoes. I thought I maybe just plant a little bit of green kale in between the rows here, because that won't compete with the tomatoes. So I thought I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna do it like that. Some holes in between. This is the last one, and I should probably have another bag of soil, but I ran out, and I think I'm gonna try. But you can see some of the sticks coming through. I wanted to have my zucchinis here, 2 in each corner, as I read was smart to do, and then have a lot of things that doesn't compete with the space in the middle. But I'm just unsure that it's deep enough. Just gonna try. Here are the zucchinis, and then I'm going to have beetroot and tulips in the middle. I'm going to divide it. It's going to have kind of try to have some turnips here and some beetroots here. So just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to try with some green kale in the middle. Okay, so already given you a little guide earlier, but here are zucchinis, beetroots, green kale and turnips. Here are leek, carrots and some flowers, tomatoes, and then the green kale in the middle. Here are potatoes. My dog is starting to get impatient. Kale, strawberries, broccoli, pink cauliflower, broccoli, and some mint, mojito mint. The vegetable that I'm not sure is called turnip or something else that I will write on screen here in English, and the same here. And here is some celery and some flowers on the edge because I needed to fill it up. But yeah, the water hose is hanging over here. But here's everything that I planted this far, and now it's just waiting for gravel to make it more aesthetically pleasing, and a working bench, fixing up the area down there. Okay, so as you saw, I planted out a lot of different vegetables, and there was also a lot of things that I never planted before. Most of the things I never planted before. So I just gotta see, have to see how this is going and learn for next year. One thing that I was really surprised about was the amount of soil. Even though I tried to prepare plant beds and gather garden waste, I was surprised about how much garden waste I needed and still how much soil I needed to fill up all these plant beds. I couldn't just add topsoil, there was just so many beds. And I also should have more plant beds ready and available when planting. And suddenly I had so many of a certain vegetable and nowhere to put it, so I had to plant some of them a lot more closer together than I initially thought. So they're just things like that, but I'm very, very happy about it. I'm happy about the result, and I can't wait to show you everything when it's done. It's a little weird maybe to show you the planting before I show you the entire garden, but I really just wanted to show you the process, how the area looked beforehand, and all the work that we put in, our thoughts about everything, a reason behind all the things, and the choices we made. I wanted to explain that in the next video and show you the end result. So that's why I chose to do it like this. I still wanted to document all the planting, all the work with the planting. It's a lot of work and it's just also a lot of fun. I hope that it can inspire you to grow your own food. It can be scary to start, not really knowing where to start, when to start, what to start with. There's so many things, but you can just learn as you go, and it would all be experiences to take with you. I've been Googling a lot. I've been calling my grandpa every week, asking him about things, and I learned a lot and had a lot of fun. So yeah, very, very excited to see if I can actually get some food out of this. That would be the best. So yeah, I had fun filming it and planting. Hope you had fun watching it. I will see you in part 4 of this garden diaries with the end result of our new vegetable garden. See you then. Thank you for watching.